And we're live.
Yeah. What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy Wordplay Tjay.
And this is the No Rhyme No Reason podcast, where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all. And we're live.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
What? I can't do that. I have to do this.
It's yeah. Instead of
do
you.
I'm trying to evolve.
Don't
I'm trying
evolve.
to be. Yeah. What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy Wordplay Tjay.
And this is the No Rhyme No Reason podcast, where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all. I'll get that motto right one day.
I'll remember that I needed to keep going to give the motto one day.
Did we write that together?
I mean, I feel like we ended up just saying it. I thought. Because the very early process of this was you came up with no rhyme or reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then you were like, we needed the phrases, and we made up an intro. Like, it was very organic, I feel.
I ate a lot of turkey, and then I had some ideas.
Huh? Turkey creates ideas?
No. Turkey doesn't create ideas. It just inspires them. Then I do the creating.
Turkey inspires the itis.
Yeah. But then when you're sleeping with the itis, that's when your best ideas come. So
What you got for the underdogs?
just live from my theory. I want you to why did I do that? Join us on Patreon. I'm still getting this together. I should create some hotkeys, but then I can't use my numbers, and there's a whole other problem with that. It's just so join us on Patreon. It starts at $1, goes all the way up to $50 for exclusive stuff. I'm not going to go into that. You can read, and that's where it is. The link is down in the description, my dude.
Description. Then, if you guys have a comment, you can send those to nropodcast.com.
NRO.
Boy, listen. So, let's try that again. If you have a comment on anything we've discussed today, you can send those over to nrorpodcast@gmail.com, where I or the guy next to me will answer your questions.
Nope. And I'm excited. So we should get into our first topic.
Say it.
What am I supposed to say?
You know what you're supposed to say.
Is it a song?
You know what?
Gamer Bros. That's so dumb.
But watch you make a song out of it, and then next week I'm gonna be like, here's the intro for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so new segment. And this segment will be basically about the gaming things that we do during the week. It can be as small as, like, we're getting older, so we could be doing like crosswords and stuff. Sudoku. Or
Only for plane rides, man.
wait, you do crosswords on plane rides?
Sudoku. Or watch countless YouTube videos and fry my brain for how many hours I'm on the plane.
Fry your brain.
It's not true, but kind of.
Don't fry your brains, kids. There was a whole... Speaking
Gamer
of,
Bros.
my brain froze, but Gamer Bros. So we're just going to talk about gaming things we've done this week. I was inspired to do this because of the 8 hours you lost with your Switch.
Oh, it's more than that now.
Jesus.
I played yesterday.
Okay, so switch to you. Talk about that.
I played yesterday for, let's see, I got home at 3.
Yo.
And I put it up at 11.
Wait. Hold on.
Yes, I'm
Come
a
back.
failure in
Come back
life.
to me. Come back to me. No.
Why?
No, come back to me.
What?
Because they need to see my face.
Okay.
So look. So you're telling me you got home at 3.
Uh-huh.
You looked up, it was 11.
Pretty much.
I know you stopped and eat. I hope. And then were there other things that you maybe did?
I didn't stop and eat. I was eating along the way.
Oh my God.
So I'm telling you, like I've been playing Zelda Breath of the Wild like a G. And while I'm playing it, I get lost in the sauce because there's a lot to do. It's very expansive, and I like that for my $60. And so I think it's only appropriate that that I play the hell out of this game.
Okay. So by all accounts, it is the number 1 game on the Switch. Most lists will say Breath of the Wild is the game that every Switch owner must have.
I thought it was Mario Kart.
That's 3rd.
Oh, that's whack.
Now it's the most sold. Now Mario Kart 8 is the most sold game
Because it comes bundled with it. They're cheating the system.
Wait, you have Mario Kart 8?
Yeah. We're not
You
doing
know
this.
what? You know what's funny?
We're not doing this.
Is you didn't say anything about this, which leads me to believe you're training.
I'm not doing anything. The
Listen.
only thing I have done is waste my life on Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Gamer Bros. But listen, so
You can't do that. That's my thing.
you know,
Gamer Bros.
it's like we watched Archer and decided to bring it to real life.
Right.
But here's the thing, y'all. So I'm gonna let y'all in on this Gamer Bro secret. I'm really good at Mario Kart. Like, really good. By all intents and purposes, I'm not a noob. If I get online, I don't know the courses that well yet. I should. But so hearing that he got it in a bundle, which I didn't know. Here was the purchase package. He got a bundle, 2 Pro controllers, in Breath of the Wild,
And a subscription.
and the well, you needed that. That doesn't really count as something that like gives you an advantage.
I also been playing another Zelda game. Was the one on SNES.
Oh, you've been playing Link to the Past.
Yeah, I haven't played that since Sean Wilson. He had a birthday party, and we played at his birthday party. Yeah.
Time and how it goes.
I want to pause for a second because we didn't acknowledge something. I want to give a love and warming shout out to our editor Garrett Sanchez. He's off for the week. Don't want to go into details, but we're here for you, bro. And we appreciate everything that you do.
Everything.
Cool.
But in Gamer Bro news, I, on the other hand, have gotten back into Minecrafting really hard. I have put down Bravely Default 2 for a while.
Yeah. So we're both terrible at getting videos done now.
Oh, terrible. Oh, terrible. But I've always been like, what's worse about me though is I'm new at it, so I shouldn't take as much time away. But my 3 addictions, I can't say one of them until after we do anime plots. So we'll come back around. But one of them has to do with the anime plots. I can't stand you. But so because I don't sit and play my Switch as often as I used to, because I am doing a little bit more of editing, which you guys will see on Monday over on Gray Area Anime or whatever. Or good God, yeah, you will see a video Monday.
Yeah, just go
Whatever.
back in the past.
Whatever.
And watch it.
No, I mean like because the schedule we talk about new schedule. Put it on Mondays. Check me out.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like this Monday after the weekend. So this video is going to come
Are
out
you
after
time
that.
traveling?
And so they're going to have to go back in the past and go watch it. Wow. Yeah.
Universe.
Universe.
But anyway, so But most of the time, no matter where I am, I'm always playing one of these new idle mobile games, which is essentially you don't have to constantly play them. Like there's an advantage of like closing the app and it's still going to be playing passively while you're living life.
That's cool.
So I play.
You gotta farm some stuff, basically.
Somewhat. So I play.
It's like The Sims.
No, not at all. Listen. If you leave The Sims alone, they die.
You will die.
They die.
Your wife be dead. Your babies be dead. Everybody be dead.
So it's essentially kind of like the Walk With You Pikachu or whatever it was called. Yeah. Okay, so given our new setup, my mic is closer to you. So you're
Did
muted.
I mute the wrong one though?
You muted yours, and then you went, but you might have muted the wrong one. Like
Funny.
Anyway, so it's kind of like that to where as you're walking, there are different points or stuff that you're adding. But anyway, so Idle Slayer is a really cool game. It's like set up in that 16-bit style, and there's literally just a character running across the screen.
It's your sprite. I've been teaching that in my
It's your sprite.
computer science class.
And you can jump with your sprite, and that's pretty much all you do. Is you're jumping, and you can add like a boost, and you're collecting coins and killing things along the way. And as you get these coins and collect these different things, you unlock faster
Jumps.
Faster jumps. You unlock like a bow, and you unlock a lot of different things.
So you can upgrade your abilities.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. My game
You start off with a jump,
yeah,
and then you increase because
It's
if it
still
was
a jump.
only a jump, I would be like,
it is literally only a jump, but it's I'll show you later.
Okay.
But anyway, I've been really heavy into that, and then like I said, the thing that will tie into anime plots.
Okay,
So
good to know.
but we've been gaming, and we're gonna do more of this Gamer Bro segment because of your new connection to gaming. It makes me happy, and hopefully I can talk him into streaming his Breath of the Wild play. Listen, y'all. Here's the thing about
I'm gonna start. So I thought about it. And I was like, I don't want to start all over because this has been a massive time. Whoa.
Oh my god!
And so I'm at the first divine beast, or not the first divine beast because you can pick any order, right?
Yep.
Okay, so like I'm just at the desert.
Yep.
And
You know what's funny about that? That seems like the place you would end up first.
yeah, I was like, let's go southwest.
Shout out to Urbosa.
And so I went there, I did the thing, and now I'm trying to kill the Thunder Ganon dude.
Thunderblight Ganon.
Yeah, so whatever. Yeah, I'm out of shields. My weapons are all breaking. Things are terrible, and so I would start a stream
Right.
from right there.
Please.
You see what I'm saying?
But I need that though. Because
And so I would just play for an hour, cut it up, and then boom. There's
are these
content
still up
my
on the
channel.
internet? Is this still up on the internet? Your Spore playthrough?
No.
Daggum.
No, I took it down. But I'll do it. I'll do some things.
You gotta upload it to your channel proper or something.
Yeah. I got to check out our agreement with Nintendo.
Oh,
And then once I check out our agreement with Nintendo, I'll go ahead and do it. Actually, instead of kind of burning all my time on the couch, I'll actually make use of it and get some ad revenue from it.
but the funny thing about it is that the reason I mentioned your Spore playthrough is you learn things about the way your mind works in games that are always hilarious. It's either overly practical or it's like the most hilarious. Like either you go overly practical or you go the silliest route that you can possibly go for your enjoyment. And there's no in between. And that makes watching you the most enjoyable thing in the world.
You remember, like, back in high school, Tramiel would play games, and then it'd just be hilarious to watch him play games because of his commentary. And so that's a lot of the energy that I'm channeling.
Because crucial, as I call him. Shout out, if you're in Arkansas looking for CBD foods and things of that nature, check out Dr. Davenstein on Instagram.
I need a check. No, I was kidding.
But I get exactly what you mean, and I think I enjoy that the most about what it is that you do. But speaking of great things
and great responsibility, rest in peace, Uncle Ben's rice.
You know what?
What?
You know what?
What?
You know what?
What?
Spider-Man No Way Home. It's coming out week after next. And I'm so excited.
I don't believe in it.
Wait, what? You don't believe in what?
I don't know. I don't know what to talk about.
You don't believe in the video, or?
I have no idea what's going on. Can you tell us more about this?
Let's go. So the reason why everybody is so excited, we're ready for this, we're wanting it to happen right now, today, is because after the events of Loki, we were introduced to the multiverse in the MCU. And so with that, they've been teasing that they're going to bring back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in the No Way Home movie because they're bringing in all of their villains. Jamie Foxx's Electro, Doc Ock, Green Goblin from the original Tobey Maguire trilogy, Electro. And I think Sandman I feel like he's going to be the original Sandman, but I'm not. Sandman from the Tobey Maguire trilogy. I don't know how many villains they're bringing in from.
Who's Green
Garfield.
Goblin? Is it Willem Dafoe?
Yes.
Willem Dafoe.
Thank you, because I was miffing on his name.
Willem Dafoe. And who?
Shoot.
Dude from The Hangover, or not The Hangover, but from all Seth Rogen's movies.
Oh no.
But he's the son. Is Harry coming back?
Harry's not coming back.
Harry
does not need to come back. Just this is more of a Sinister Six kind of thing is what he's going to end up going against in this movie, which is hugely exciting because he never got to do that in any
How many
movie.
times is he going to die though?
Oh, I don't know. But the conversations have been more around whether or not Toby and Andrew are actually in the movie. That's been the thing that most of us are clamoring for, because what they've said is that this is going to be kind of a bookend to those movies. They've already agreed for Tom Holland to do another trilogy, which is, yes, I'm excited for that because I really enjoy him as Spider-Man. And there's just so many theories going around, and there's just so much excitement around this. Like, Spider-Man is my favorite. I say that all the time.
I like Spider-Man too.
You
Not
do.
the actual movie, but like as well.
Oh, wait. I was like, wait, what happened here? I was like, you like Spider-Man? What is going on? Like, do you have a furry thing? They're like tarantula furry?
Nah, man. I just like the comic book.
You are beating the mic up today.
Well, that's what she said.
Wow.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's just too close to my
Too close, man.
headphones. But I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my favorite character outside of Wolverine
Wow.
with an H.
Wow.
Wolverine.
I learned something new today. I did not know that Wolverine was your second favorite.
Yeah.
Because if we're going X-Men,
You learn new things about me all the time when I'm not spending all my hours playing Breath of the Wild.
for me, though, it's Gambit if we're talking MCU, whatever. I hope that they bring Gambit. I'm ready for the X-Men. Oh, that's the other thing. This movie is going to set up the... hopefully it sets up a lot of the other movies. So maybe it sets up some Fantastic Four things, some X-Men things. There's just a lot of excitement around it.
Fantastic Four.
Now, let's talk about...
I'm disturbing everybody with our sounds.
Are you?
Yeah.
They might like it.
No.
ASMR.
They don't like that.
ASMR.
Whisper, whisper.
Sounds. Gamer Bros.
This could be the whole channel.
This could be the whole channel.
We would lose everybody. All right.
So next, Matrix Resurrection.
I'm taking this one over because I'm the Matrix guy.
Good luck with that, bruh.
I love the Matrix. I don't even know what this one's about.
No one does, though.
No. I'm really excited about Matrix. What is it?
Resurrections.
Yes, with an R. And
With the R? Because sometimes it's with an S.
Matrix, the R. And so I'm ready to see this movie. I'm going to watch it on my birthday and
Hey.
eat some pizza. And
Get beat in Mario Kart.
Good luck with that, bruh.
I'm not I'm not playing these games with you. So So I'm really excited about this movie. There's not, a crazy amount of details, which is great. The fourth portion, what the hell was that?
I have no idea.
Sound like an old man just fell from the roof.
You all right, Jerry? Okay.
So
You get it?
I'm excited about this
Geriatric.
installment. What I've heard about it is that it has elements of just kind of some realism within the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of sets place in something sort of a metaverse, so to speak, tied to Keanu and
Trinity.
who is it? Carrie. Carrie Ann
Trinity.
somebody. And
She doesn't have a name. Trinity.
she does have a name. Stop being disrespectful. And
I hope you have fun editing this.
yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm doing all the editing this week, so it's gonna be fun. I actually remember like when I edited this last week's episode, I did it really fast. So
No, I just mean like I feel like you need to add more. Like you are being hilarious today.
oh yeah, I'm just in a good.
You and your sounds.
Well, I don't know if I'm in a good space, but I'm in a goofy space. Let's put it like that. That just got dark.
Yeah, I was just gonna say again. Woo.
But I'm pretty excited about this, and I'm wondering how excited you are.
I am pretty excited. Now, I will say the first Matrix is probably the one that I know the most because I used to watch that every time it came on HBO.
Right, and it has the epic.
The
bullet.
stop motion bullet time that everyone stole from and has used into oblivion. Even Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 2. But the thing that I'm most hopeful for, because 2 and 3 lost me because they both have scenes where there's such long explanations that if you're not paying attention or you don't get kind of what they're saying, you're just gonna be lost.
Expositional garbage.
Oh my God.
You could just tell the story through the cinema. But
yeah.
like, I don't know.
They got really
let's
dated.
back up from our kind of artsy movie watcher. zone.
But I'm really excited about it because
a typical movie watcher needs
typical.
exposition.
And we edit but it's really hard to put that back into the can because I look at movies differently. So I'm really expecting for this to be pretty amazing because I don't think it's just a money grab at all.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're trying to actually build something, ask questions. I think this will be reminiscent of the first movie. And I think that that's a really good feeling because the first movie... the first movie gave you this feeling of it literally made you feel like you could be in the Matrix. The second and third movie just started to kind of disconnect in a way of you didn't feel things didn't feel as real or as grounded as the first movie. And the first movie was grounded in it's this whole system in awakening and sleeping and betrayal. And in this first, or in the fourth installment currently, the speculation is that it's going to be, because they keep saying it's not a reboot, it's not a sequel, it's not a reimagine. Like, they don't know. They just want you to go watch.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. So what I think is, it's going to be like in my mind, it's like you're still stuck in the Matrix. And the decisions of the first three movies were a ploy by the Matrix to make you feel relaxed. It's my thought.
Cool.
So
I don't know what to say about that, so I just had to say cool. And it's interesting. So just kind of moving on to our next topic, just thinking about the tragedy at Astro World 21, and kind of rest in peace to those that lost their lives. Rest in peace. Oh, not rest in peace, but I don't like saying thoughts and prayers, but love to all the families out there that are still grieving and going through their things based off of this. Mm-hmm. I watched a great majority of Travis Scott sit down with Charlemagne the God. How much of it did you see?
I saw the clip of him asking the question about the families, and that was pretty much about it. I just saw his kind of general response that Charlemagne had posted, and I have thoughts.
Okay. I'll take the lead on this one.
Please do.
So after watching a great length, I got a gist that so Travis is really, really caring and really loving when it comes to his supporters. He calls them family, and I don't know that he has all the information about what happens because it seems like there's an internal investigation going on for more details to come about. But it feels as if that he was in the dark for most of this situation. And from an artist's perspective, it's easy to be in the dark for most of the situation with granted, like nobody knows. Well, very few people know what it's like to have in-ears trying to manage a crowd, and also try to continue to perform at a very high level. Very few people know what that's like, and so his response to it in this interview felt in one way he's very caring and emotional about the impact of the people that happened. Any impact that came upon these people, whether they are family or they're victims of this situation. Where it's concerning is that there's more of the. I feel as if people want to put the weight on his shoulders. And there should be some responsibility tied to him, right? This is your thing, right? And when we're putting on public events, safety comes first. Also, it's a thing that the promoters were involved in. There's also responsibility of the protective bodies that were hired to be there. Yep. There's a responsibility on the staff that's organizing the event or participating in the event. There's just a lot of responsibility to be shared, and what this situation seems like is that it's all coming down on one person. Mm-hmm. And that's what I don't like about it. I think he should be responsible and should take responsibility. There's certain things he can't say because of litigation, right? Because then more of the responsibility gets tacked on you because people are suing. But I think everybody involved that has a responsibility should face some of this same consequence. And that's also a responsibility of concert goers to make sure the safety of other concert goers is in your mind, no matter what the energy is. And so everybody shares something in this process.
I'm going to say that that's kind of what I have grown to think about. I was listening to the Dan Le Batard show, which I listen to almost every day at some point. And shout out to Michael Ryan Ruiz, one of the producers over there, who basically allowed me to see that, as you were saying, that there's more accountability and percentages in different places. The onus and or job, so to speak, isn't on Travis in the sense of how the event was set in those last moments. The planners and everything should have known, given the fact that people can pull up receipts for this is how his shows turn out. And while that still is something that he has accountability for in terms of changing, I was able to see the event planning needing to be more ready for what it was that they already should have known.
Right. Instead
of just thinking about the money aspects of it. In Travis's response, and I think it, from your perspective, or hearing your perspective, I do think that it's hard to speak, feel because of litigations. Even in telling folks, we're family and everything else, I think
we're not friends, we're family.
That clip, everything.
We're family.
Family.
He sounds like he's always eating eggs.
He does.
Like a lot of eggs.
He sounds like eating
huge hard-boiled eggs.
Sounds like he's eating like scoops of peanut butter. But it didn't hit as home as I think I wanted it to. But I also think, like you said, that given all this litigation, like bro been probably really losing sleep, like in a bad way. Because when you are a big star, and I know people are like, you're not a big star, how can you? Listen, I know what y'all be doing.
Well, enough of them say how they feel, so we know how they feel.
When you have millions of followers and, fans of the level that he does, especially given where he came from with rodeo and the ascent that he had, you are constantly berated with a lot of things. And I'm pretty sure that his fans are protecting him. But then there's also the people who want to blame the artist 100%. There's also the family members who might not want to hear all of that. All of what you got to say, all of what you feel, because I've lost someone. And what I think overall is that there's so much to just be for us to absorb, because they've already done a documentary.
Really?
Yeah. They're like building one, and it's like the concert from hell is what they called it.
Interesting.
And they're immediately painting their narrative of what.
So it's a whole fire festival that's right this
basically
wave type of.
Yes.
Interesting.
And so I do have thoughts and prayers for all of the family and all the family members, all of whatever. Like, whatever it is, you're still in people's thoughts, because that's not something that anybody wants to see when they go to a concert. Mm-hmm. The artists are in my thoughts. The committees, because there are people on staff, there are people who lost jobs and things in behind this. I'm positive.
Yeah.
And with these life-changing events, we all make decisions. We all have to live with those decisions, and we should understand that.
Word up. So, is it that time?
Is it that time? Of course it's that time. It's time to see whether or not Wordplay Tjay can guess these anime plots. bring this on down in a light fade out and talk about the rules.
Could have just brought it on down and like faded and talked about the rules. And then stopped the thing.
Yeah, true that.
Right? And then turn it back up.
Just a little.
All right.
The rules be
enough,
this.
What is it? Projecting? I don't know. I can't remember what it is.
Is it? Astro projecting?
No, it's just, anyway.
Using words. Anyway, the rules are as such. I give TJ a picture. I tell him the name of an anime. And he has to guess what that anime is about. This week, the anime that I've given to you with very little preparation, because I enjoy this the best, is entitled Azur Lane.
Okay. Let's analyze this a little bit. All right. I see two chicas on the screen.
You do.
One black, one white, but they're actually Japanese. So that's strange. They're not actually ethnically these people.
So try to say that one more time.
And so they're not those people. I see fox ears, or what appears to be fox ears. I see fox tails. Right. I see some looks like some like Coca-Cola or Pepsi being thrown in the background.
I'm gonna need you to start eating before you do these.
I'm good. I see some cleavage in the picture, and so there's probably a lot of fan service here. One's doing the kind of W thing, so maybe she's Star Trek is. I don't know. Anyway, so she's doing that, and then the other one is like that, and okay, so they're witches, yin and yang, right? And they're here. They're tired of how people treat them in restaurants because they've been serving for a long time. And now they're using their powers to rain beverages on everybody. One has Mountain Dew Cold Blue. The other one has root beer. And that's the plot.
Yeah. Okay. So I knew you were going to be terrible at this one, but
that's not terrible.
It's enjoyable.
That's a relatable story.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. It is pretty relatable.
Tell us more.
So, Azur Lane is about... Genius. It's technically... Mr. Genius, he calls me. Is technically a reimagining of World War II.
Why?
It is... it's a Chinese mobile game that I play all the time currently. That those two girls are basically warships. So what they did was
with boobies.
They're warships with boobies.
Warships don't have boobies.
I mean, technically, they're still like basically.
I sound like Keenan.
You do. So it's a reimagining in that sense. All of the ships are girls. They're called sirens. And so you'll have all of these.
See why you like it now.
This guy. The battleships. And they're doing the fighting.
Well, their battleships aren't ever sinking.
Wow. Actually, they do. Because, like the Denmark. Anyway, they go through the whole gambit of everything.
They got some flotation devices.
For all of those ships that were there, there's representation. There's a ship called Portland, there's a ship called Brooklyn. I mean, they do a lot of different things. It's really fun. This Chinese mobile game that like in 4 months got 5 million subscribers or 5 million downloads in Japan. They finally made the English port a couple years ago in 2017. There's an anime that is on season 2.
I was about to ask, is there an anime?
There is an anime. That was the only reason I was able to use it.
Making me guess the plot of something that's not actually an anime.
It's a whole anime made off a mobile game, which is one of the very... It's spreading to happen more. There's an anime called Takt Op Destiny, which is predating a mobile game release.
Word.
So it's really interesting to see that. But yeah, you would have never gotten this one because like I would see these pictures everywhere and I was like, I have no idea what Azur Lane is. I'm like, it must be an anime. And I was like, wait, it's a mobile game?
I need
a
you to stop
free
hating
mobile
on me.
game?
I got that.
What? You did. Pepsi and Mountain Dew.
Right.
Cold Blue.
Right.
You got it.
They're raining it down for those that want some beverages.
But if you go back and look at the photos,
Kamikaze style.
what you thought were Pepsi was planes, like battleships.
What? This makes no sense.
It doesn't, but anime is that. And that's why
You know you can just adjust the MP3 for the levels to be...
yeah. And re-put it in. But you just guessed the anime plot.
That was stupid.
A little bit.
Good luck with that, bruh.
So what is this topic that you forced me into?
So this is the mind of Wordplay Tjay.
Nobody's interested in my mind.
Yes, they are.
No,
Yes, they are.
they're not.
They are.
They're not.
They are.
I don't agree.
Listen, for the fan out there,
Nobody's a fan of me. Like, it's like 2 people.
you know what?
My mom's one.
So what I wanted to do here was basically
My wife's the other.
Yo, not my wife's the other.
Good luck with that, bruh.
I wanted to get into like this creative space with you that we did kind of when you released before Overtime.
Orientation day.
Thank you. When we did our interview,
If I forgot, that would have been a problem.
that would have been terrible. I would have been like,
What album did I make?
but it could also be a good thing. But what I wanted to do was kind of start picking your creative brain because there are things that you do that are really, really interesting.
Oh, really quick before we do this, make an announcement. So, So if you ever are in a bar and you see a jukebox by AMI Entertainment, my music's there.
Me too.
Yep.
I think the whole entire catalog. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I don't remember.
I feel like it was.
Maybe
That was a whole email you
maybe,
sent out.
Maybe
to us.
there's a whole email.
We're
just
there.
Don't remember.
But anyway,
I know
nonetheless,
that. I know even if you're not there, you're part of my catalog. So it is what it is. Boom.
I'm in jukebox. I almost called the fans something I don't want to call. But anyway, so my question today, in terms of picking your creative brain, is something that I've now adopted, which I find really interesting. But it's your building of your verses.
Nobody cares about my verses.
What are you doing here?
I'm listening.
Explain
I'm not listening.
You're not. Explain your general process of like what you're thinking when you're creating like the melodies for your verses. So if you don't know, it's like so he'll hear a beat and then he'll go like,
Are you? Wait a minute. I gotta explain the process. You can't explain. You can't give it all away and then just be like, "Okay, what's your process now?" What kind of show is this? I'm leaving. Done.
I wanted to do the sounds.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
But explain your brain.
Okay, so number one, nobody's interested in my process, but I'll explain this anyway. All right, so whenever I make an instrumental beat or something like that, or I receive one or something like that, I start the process by sitting with the music. This has not always been the case. In the very beginning of my career, I would write habitually. I would write during school, in between classes. I would write after school for like 5 hours a day. And no Kanye.
You was doing both for 12 summers.
Yeah, and making beats. So I had a full plate as I always do. But back to the process, right? So I sit down with an instrumental, and I'm humming to myself. I'm mumbling. I'm doing that type of thing. The first instance of this was the intro to my show, right? Where I'm from, on top of Jay-Z's Where I'm From, is like a cover that I do to intro my live performances. And what I did in that process, what unlocked this process, is I put that beat on, turned out all the lights in my apartment at the time. I had this like really tiny studio in Fayetteville, Arkansas. There was no light, absolutely no light, pitch black. And I played the beat, and I just closed my eyes, and I just started like kind of building lyrics on top of lyrics. And I did this again when I covered Click as well, right? So, both of those two things were just like kind of rehearsal and practice for that. So like, I'm from where everybody hustle gotta make sense. I ain't dense, but I don't have to cover up my intents. Yeah, let it burn like incense. It's so strong where every adolescent's gotta stay grown just to stay sown. So fresh. And I gotta live with my consequences. I get up on these quintets. My music stay flyer than a couple huge jets, and a couple huge checks is what I aim for. Tie up these Nikes, ain't no games, boy, cause the LRA is where I stay. Get up on these brakes and watch me grind all day. Slick like Olay, never stop like always. Dream on 34th, but watch me MLK. To the angels I pray, God be safe. My mama let me go, and yes, I'll be okay. My name is Tjay. And so when I built that whole thing, just going through line by line, I purposefully did it without writing. And in that process, I learned, I just kind of unlocked a different side of my brain in order to write songs. And so every single part of that verse is me building with the music. And that's how I write verses now. I write them down, so nothing special about it, right? But that's how I write verses now.
Okay, that is so interesting. No matter what you say, that is interesting. Because there's a connection, a connection point. And I feel like with our conversation last week in our meeting about right and left brain and their joining, it's essentially like you took logical and creative things and it brought them together, and that's really intense and it's fun. There's this creative space that I really enjoyed about hearing that, because it opens the door for other creators, for other music writers to kind of to approach things from a different way.
Well, it's at that point where I learned that memorizing your verses is the best way to perform them.
Yes.
Before you go and record.
Yes.
Which is why before I recorded all of Nothing Less, I memorized all of Nothing Less.
This is also
and then went to the studio and like had all of these verses in my head that I could just like put out. And all I needed was the primer of my book. So I could just prime where the next line started.
I'm trying to get there because I was already at the point of remembering all my verses because, as you know, I always start from the top. Mm-hmm. And so it's always a thing of like the flow of the song or the flow of the verse is always something that's in my head.
Yeah.
But getting to the deconstructed, just filling the beat out part is somewhere I'm still growing too, which is why I thought this would be something interesting for you artists. This is something that I kind of want to do. If I have a question, there'll be a Mind of Wordplay segment because your intel is very needed in this culture. Because it's something that, especially people who are like us, who are nerds or blurs, whatever, who want to get into this, who want to do music, but think that there's like a barrier because you don't feel creative or whatever. I think that the merger of understanding that your left and right brain are always going, that you're not so whatever dominant that you can't add something new to your arsenal. And your movements and your thought process is something to be shared, which is why all of you 10,000 subscribers, which it needs to increase even more.
What I learned out of that process and what I'm still like developing and practicing and making sure that it's part of my habit is as you're writing, you're not trying to force the words onto the page. You're letting the words kind of flow through you, right? So like the words, like you just sit with the music and the words will come. And if they don't come, just sit with the music later, right? It's just, as long as you get into that habit of doing that's how it works out for the better, right? You just gotta be kind of mindful about the entire process, right? So now I'll sit with a beat and sometimes I'm just like, nothing's coming. So I'll walk around the house with the beat on my in my headphones. And then as I walk around or wash dishes or something like that, a line will come up and then I was like, okay, gotta dry my hands and put it down. There it is.
I have to do that because I think the issue is also the other reason that I like the reason that you do that, and I'll end on this, is you create the space for creation without it being a hole in the wall that you have to go to. You allow things around you. You allow what it is that you feel to be your creative space because no matter where you are, it's a creative space. And I think that that's an excellent tool that we artists need to have in moving forward is remember that your creation is all the things around you.
Right. And that's why I spend a lot of time just kind of writing on the go. Right. So I rarely just am
stationary.
Yeah. I'm never stationary for very long periods of time to write. I'm only finishing the writing process within that. And most of the times when I have the beat, I already have the hook, right? The hooks come like, boom, they're here already. So I don't have to think too much about those. It's the verses where I start trying to trying gets in the way sometimes. And that's part of the problem, but that's it.
Well, if you guys enjoyed this, all I'm going to tell you to do is hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell. We appreciate you for watching and listening and everything. We just want you to be able to be notified whenever we go live and hit the like. I don't know if I said that or not, but we'll see you guys in the next video and we'll do this thing again. Peace. Or
a one.
Oh, wait. A 1 and a 2 and a peace. Peace.